What's up, guys? 370 Gaming here, and we're back again today with another episode of Rebuilding TNA. Impact Wrestling. We're a couple of weeks away from Victory Road, the great pay-per-view. We're gonna see Drew Galloway and Matt Hardy. It's gonna be some crazy stuff, man. It's gonna be some crazy stuff. I figured instead of a big long promo, let's just get right into the show, brother. I don't have much to say. The Young Bucks come out. And I was gonna think of some funny banter back and forth between them, but that would have been a lot of typing. I go really hard on the Matt Hardy promos. I go hard on other promos you'll see in the show tonight. But the Young Bucks, I didn't. I liked writing the one Young Bucks promo, but I wasn't feeling it this time. So they have a lot of banter. A lot of insider terms, a lot of shoot remarks, things like that. They're just popping the boys. And they challenged Red Dragon for the titles at Victory Road. I didn't realize it was Victory Road until after I had written this. And they also tease a fourth Bullet Club member coming to TNA. So who could that be? It is a legit Bullet Club member, at the time of this whole thing. I don't know if it was at the same time, but it's somebody new coming in, is what I'm saying. So they come out, banter back and forth, make a challenge, tease a Bullet Club member, 71C+. Everybody's losing their minds. Good times there. Marty Bell and Veda Scott. Veda Scott gets a win in 8 minutes. Veda doing a solid 30. Not too bad. She was off her game, too. And she cuts a promo and basically calls out Beth Phoenix for a title shot at Victory Road. So we'll see what Beth has to say about that. She told Gail last week that Gail would have to start at the back of the line. So maybe Veda's in the front of the line now. I guess, we'll have to see where that goes. We have Matt Hardy's Colony versus 4 random faces on the TNA roster. And it was a 48D+, terrible match there, but Pink Ant did the best of the group. Let's see, Worker Ant's getting better at his gimmick, Fire Ant's getting better at his gimmick. Pink Ant looked good out there, he's got a 60, good job, good on you, Pink Ant. And yeah, if you have any idea who the Colony actually is and who Pink Ant actually is, it makes sense. But yeah, I wanted him in there. So yeah, I didn't expect much from this match. I just wanted the Colony to get over, and it seems as if they are improving and are getting over, so good stuff there. We have Jimmy Havoc and ACH as ACH defeats Jimmy Havoc in roughly 9 minutes with a 450 splash. I wanted to give this was originally Havoc Ospreay, because I wanted Ospreay to get some overness, but I remembered ACH is in the X Division title story, so I wanted to give him some momentum. Jimmy Havoc was surprisingly a mid-carder, even though I've done nothing with him. He got up in popularity, so good for Jimmy Havoc. Get a little mediocre match there. Marty Scurll and Matt Sydal have a banger of a match when Matt Sydal defeats Marty Scurll. Well, that shouldn't be underhanded tactics. Let's just say it's distraction roll-up. So basically, during the match, Marty Scurll is, just beating the shit out of Matt Sydal, who's probably high on drugs at this point. And Marty Scurll gets ready to put him in the chicken wing. It's going to go down. And Marquia Canel-Drews hops up to the apron and, is taunting him, is distracting him. He's like, what the hell? What was this? Matt Sydal, boom, kicks him in the head. Shooting star, 1, 2, not shooting star. I just said distraction roll-up. Don't worry about it. You get the idea. The distraction of Marquia Canel-Drews led to Matt Sydal's win. So, there you go. Marquia Canel-Drews, of course, not suited to his gimmick. We will see what happens in that regard, but Matt Sydal gets a 69. That really helps that storyline for sure, the 64 rating. And Matt Sydal's improving, so good stuff there. Zack Sabre Jr. comes out for a promo. He says, I come out here and I work my ass off every time. I'm one of the toughest, most technical wrestlers in the world today. And the crowd's just like, yeah, Zack Sabre. He says, I take pride in being one of the best. This is why I've challenged Lashley repeatedly for the NWA Championship. Unfortunately, I've come this close. This close. He does, the little finger thing. He's like, this close. But I failed to win the championship. I want to carry on the legacy of the NWA as its representative, as I believe in the cause of old-school technical wrestling. Now, the NWA wasn't always about old-school technical wrestling. Like, the NWA back in its day, it was a lot of territories, it was a lot of deals, but the idea here is where in modern times, Zack Sabre Jr. wants to be the technical wrestler to represent, the kind of older brand. You understand what I'm saying? That's the idea there. He says, Lashley and I, we've had some great wars, but I want to do this one more time. If you'll recall, Sabre lost twice to Lashley. It was very even matches both times, but he lost both times. So he says, Lashley, I want to challenge you to a submission match at Victory Road. And, I already know you're not going to say yes. You're going to say you got something better to do. You got to defend it somewhere else. So let me put it this way. If I don't win the title, I will leave the company. I will leave this company. I don't want to be here if I can't be the best. So he's putting his career on the line. He says, if you win at Victory Road, you never have to see me again. And so everybody waits for Lashley to come out. He comes out. He's got the NWA title. He says, Zach, I'm under no obligation to fight you again, right? Like, I've beaten you twice already. I have nothing to prove. I've beaten you twice, 2 times. That's not 1 time. That's 2 times. I continue to defend this title all around the world and represent the NWA in grand fashion. But you want to fight one more time? You want to put your career on the line? And he just kind of stands there and he just kind of looks at him like, you're crazy. You're crazy. This man's crazy. Look at this man. He's crazy. And Zach says, in a submission match, no pinfalls, no countouts, no disqualifications, no time limit draws, one-on-one. The better true wrestler wins. You may have beaten me under modern pro wrestling rules, but can you make me submit? Come on, Lashley, what's it gonna be? Because this is in reference to in the prior matches, they're brawling all around the arena, a bunch of crazy shit's going down. You know what I mean? It's a lot of modern pro wrestling shenanigans, things like that. So he's like, no, you, me, in the ring, one-on-one submission. Whoever makes the other one tap out. And Lashley thinks about it. And it's kind of him being like, he doesn't want to be punked out, you know what I mean? He's like, you're challenging my manhood, and, quite frankly, if he can get rid of him, that's just good for Lashley. He says, you're on. And he fucking throws the microphone real hard, so just boom, and it makes that kind of like distorted microphone noise. Like, it was really unnecessary, but they did that on purpose. So, yeah, 68C Plus helps the NWA Championship storyline, so we're going to see that submission match, at Victory Road. My God. As we move on to a banger, an absolute banger of a match, with good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd, Drew Galloway, the TNA champion, defeats Silas Young with an Iron Maiden. Not entirely sure what that is, I'm not going to lie. Probably should have changed the finishes a while back, but don't worry about it. I'm sure somebody in the comments will tell me, but yeah, we had a great main event here. Drew Galloway goes to pick up the mic for a post-match promo on Matt Hardy, but before that happens, the Colony hits the ring. And Drew fights him off for a bit until Brother Nero shows up from behind, and Brother Nero gives him the twist of fate and a swanton bomb, lays out Drew Galloway. And Nero gets the microphone, he says, Drew, you need to see the light. Brother Matt will show you the way. He is all-knowing. He is all-seeing. He has provided me the path to righteousness. Next week, Galloway, you and I will fight, and I will show you the right path. You will not make it to Victory Road as Drew Galloway. You will become one of us, Brother Galloway. And he starts laughing maniacally, just totally out of his fucking mind. Whatever Matt did to Jeff has completely lost it. He has bought in 100% to Matt Hardy's story or whatever is going on. But yeah, we're going to see that main event next week. That should be a hell of a match there. And we got a 72 B-. The jobbers were overused. That doesn't bother me. And increased pop in 18 regions. Alright, so instead of continuing, we're going to stop here because I made a lot of roster signees. I got a lot of plans. We're not going to spoil any of them. So just take my word for it. Good show, good momentum, everything's good. Next time around, we're going to have the go-home show to Victory Road. So I thank you guys very much for watching. I'm sorry these aren't super frequent. All the excuses, all the generic, excuses. I'm just a lazy bastard. Whatever. Drop a like on the video. Drop a comment if you have anything to say. And subscribe for more wonderful TEW content. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.